Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you could save your peace of mind, your money, and even your health. You see, when you stop talking to a woman, something very interesting happens. Some women pull back respectfully and let things go, but others, they'll show you sides of themselves you wish you had seen much earlier. And that's exactly what you need to watch for, because there are 3 types of women that can quietly destroy a man's life after 60 if you don't recognize them in time. Now, before we get deep into this, I have a question for you. Have you ever dated someone who at first seemed absolutely perfect, but later left you feeling drained, stressed, or even financially set back? If that sounds familiar, then this video is for you, because once you understand these patterns, you'll know how to spot the red flags before they cost you everything. So let's talk about it. Dating after 60. A lot of men assume it's safer. They think, well, women my age aren't looking to play games. They've lived life, they're mature, they know what they want. But here's the harsh truth. Many senior men make costly mistakes, not because they're foolish, but because they're compassionate, trusting, and sometimes a little lonely. And unfortunately, there are women out there who know exactly how to use that against you. I'll break it down into the 3 biggest threats you need to watch out for: the financial vulture, the emotional vampire, and the family hijacker. And I promise you, by the end of this conversation, you'll have tools that will help you protect not just your wallet, but your heart and your peace of mind. Let's start with the first one, the financial vulture. Now, this isn't the stereotypical gold digger you hear about in the movies. No, this woman is much more subtle. She doesn't come right out and say, buy me this, buy me that. Instead, she creates situations where you feel like stepping in financially makes you the hero. For example, she'll mention her car suddenly broke down, her son's tuition is late, or her rent got messed up because of a so-called banking error. She doesn't directly ask. Instead, she paints the picture in such a way that you naturally want to help. And when you do, she showers you with gratitude. The problem? These emergencies never stop. She's always in crisis, but somehow never gets ahead. And the deeper you get with her, the more expensive the problems become. Have you ever noticed how some people always have bad luck, no matter how much help they get? That's a red flag. Here are the warning signs. She's vague about her finances, but very detailed about her problems. She uses comparisons like, other men stepped up for me, or my friend's husband would have never let her struggle. And slowly, she escalates what she expects from you. It's like a hook. You don't feel it at first, but once you're caught, it's hard to get free. Now, I want you to do something for me. If you've ever experienced this, drop a 1 in the comments. And if you think this is an important conversation that more men should be having, comment yes. Because the more we share, the more we protect each other. The second type of woman is what I call the emotional vampire. And trust me, this one can be even more dangerous than the financial vulture. Because while money can be replaced, your peace of mind, once it's gone, it's hard to get back. This woman doesn't necessarily want your wallet. She wants your energy. She thrives on keeping you emotionally involved in her constant drama. There's always a crisis. Her ex is treating her badly, her children don't respect her, her boss is unfair, her health is mysteriously failing. There's always something. And every time you start to feel good about your own life, guess what? Another crisis appears, pulling you right back in. And here's the kicker. If you ever try to set boundaries, she makes you feel guilty. She'll say things like, if you really cared about me, you'd be there, or I thought you were different from other men who abandon women. That kind of manipulation drains you. And men in their 60s, they often fall victim to this because they've been raised to be protectors, to be fixers, to be the rock. But you cannot be someone's 24/7 crisis hotline. The warning signs? She has no close female friends. Every story about her ex makes him sound like a monster. And somehow her biggest problems always pop up when you've made independent plans, when you're about to go golfing or out with your buddies, or even just resting. Have you noticed how stress affects your sleep, your blood pressure, your mood? That's no accident. The emotional vampire doesn't just drain your mind, she drains your body too. Now, I'm curious, are you with me so far? Type 2 in the comments if you're still here and following along. The third type of woman is the family hijacker. And this one is the trickiest because at first she looks like the dream partner. She doesn't just want you, she wants your entire life. She moves fast. She wants to meet your children, your friends, your hobbies, your routines. At first you think, wow, she's really interested in being part of my world. But then something shifts. She starts planting seeds of division. Your daughter doesn't respect me. Your friends don't really understand us. Slowly, she begins to isolate you. What's dangerous here is that the family hijacker doesn't just take your time or money, she takes your structure. She creates friction with your loved ones, and before you know it, you feel torn between her and the people you've cared about for years. The warning signs? She moves fast with integration. She remembers every slight against her, but forgets her own bad behavior. And she's quick to form strong negative opinions about your relationships. That's not love, that's control. So how do you protect yourself from these three types? I'll give you a simple system that works every time if you stick to it. First, the 90-day rule. No financial help, no family introductions, no major integration for at least 90 days. A healthy relationship can survive patience. A toxic one won't. Second, the support system test. A good woman has her own friends, her own family, her own interests. If she doesn't, ask yourself why. Third, the documentation method. Keep track of her stories and her crises. Patterns and contradictions will reveal themselves over time. And finally, listen to your body. If you notice that you're more anxious, more tired, or more stressed since meeting her, that's a warning sign you cannot ignore. Now, let me ask you, have you ever introduced a woman too quickly to your family and regretted it later? If so, share your experience in the comments. You never know who you might help by telling your story. And here's what a healthy relationship looks like after 60. She's financially stable and transparent. She has long-standing female friendships. She speaks respectfully about her past, even about her ex. She encourages you to maintain your relationships with family and friends. And most importantly, she brings peace, not chaos. When a relationship is right, you feel lighter, healthier, and more motivated, not drained. Gentlemen, dating after 60 doesn't have to be a minefield, but it does require awareness. If you keep attracting toxic women, it's worth asking yourself, are you leading with money? Are you rushing to rescue? Are you moving too fast? Slow it down. Protect your peace, your money, and your health. And remember this, the right woman doesn't make life harder. She makes it easier. She doesn't complicate your health. She supports it. She doesn't isolate you. She connects you more deeply to life. So, if this video resonated with you, do me a favor, subscribe to this channel because I'm here to give you natural, science-backed tips designed especially for men over 50 to help you live stronger, love smarter, and avoid the mistakes that cost too many men their golden years. And in the next video, we'll talk about the subtle signs a woman truly values you for who you are, not for what you can provide. Until then, stay strong, stay sharp, and protect your peace.